The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, thanks for joining us. I'm Jasmine Rajak with the 6 p.m. news. In this edition, first batch police recruits begin training. Ahi Investment Limited, a homegrown success story, and Olam willing to back PNG NRL franchise. UNICEF is urging parents and caregivers to vaccinate their children immediately as the deadly polio virus spreads across Papua New Guinea. Speaking at the start of a nationwide vaccination blitz in Port Moresby Monday, UNICEF PNG representative Dr. Vera Mendonca warned that low immunization rates leave children vulnerable not only to polio, but to a range of other crippling yet easily preventable diseases. Dr. Mendonca said the goal was urgent and clear to vaccinate nearly 3 million children under the age of 10 before the virus can spread further and destroy their futures. Round one of the campaign, launched by Minister for Health Elias Kapavore, alongside officials from UNICEF and partner agencies, will run for 12 consecutive working days from the 11th to the 26th of August across 17 mainland provinces, including Morobe, West Sepik, the National Capital District, Gulf, Hela, Southern Highlands, and Chimbu. A pocket-sized device containing the complete Bible in multiple languages is transforming lives, especially in the remote areas of the country. Mission Aviation Fellowship have been continuing their mission to spread the word of God in remote areas through selling cheap audio Bibles for villages in remote communities. In a remote community of Karimui in Simbu Province, where there is no roads to connect the people to the rest of PNG, the people cherish Mission Aviation Fellowship's work in bringing in Bibles and audio Bibles in addition to health services. MAF shared that the availability of Bibles and audio Bibles in the bush is not something people take for granted. An agent serving MAF pilots and the community for 32 years, Pastor Kimin from Karimui said that he has seen lives change through the Bible in his remote village. With the audio Bible, many people with visual impairments and have difficulty reading and writing can listen and understand the Word of God. The pocket-sized device containing the complete Bible in multiple languages also can be charged through a solar panel on the back of the audio Bible. MAF is consistent with the delivery of service in many parts of Papua New Guinea and make sure audio Bibles and Bible boxes must be transported everywhere they go at a fee that is about a quarter of the real costs, thanks to donors from overseas. MAF confirmed that they see changed lives through the transportation of Bibles and will not stop sharing the word through delivering Bibles. Book Belong Pikinini has kicked off its 2025 Book Week with the theme My Future Career When I Grow Up. The celebrations run from August the 11th to the 15th, launching 5 new When I Grow Up reader titles. The first, When I Grow Up, I Want to Be a Chef, featured Chef Julian Hanau mentoring students from the UPNG Library Learning Center at the Locker Room Cafe and Bar. The children role-played as mini chefs, preparing healthy frittatas while learning about nutrition. Founder Anne-Sophie Herman highlighted the program's link to nutrition, education, and the importance of traditional PNG foods. Book Week will see all BBP centers engage children in role play and excursions to inspire career dreams with support from donors, partners, and volunteers across the country. The establishment of the Gobo School of Excellence in Jimmy District is a significant development for education in the Jiwaka province, particularly for girls in remote areas. With the Teaching Service Commission's endorsement, it signals a commitment to not only quality education, but also to the safety and well-being of both students and teachers.
Gobo School of Excellence highlights the government's investment in educational infrastructure aimed at providing opportunities that can empower young women and foster community development. The focus on elite secondary education could play a critical role in enhancing academic achievement and provide pathways to higher education and careers. For the community in Jiwaka province, this project represents a pivotal opportunity to engage in fostering a supportive and secure environment for the school. The success of this venture will likely depend on active participation from local leaders, families, and organizations to uphold the necessary safety measures and create a nurturing educational atmosphere. As enrollment for the 2026 academic year approaches, further community initiatives and outreach may be essential to raise awareness about the benefits of the school and to prepare students for the opportunities it will offer. Overall, the Gobo School of Excellence has the potential to be a transformative force for girls' education in the district. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
A new interagency law enforcement team has been established to seize money and property gained through illegal activities or dealings. Police Commissioner David Manning has announced the Asset Restraint and Recovery Working Group brings together specialist officers from the Bank of PNG, Financial Analysis and Supervision Unit, the RPNGC National Fraud and Anti-Corruption Directorate, and the Office of the Public Prosecutor. The arrangement was formalized through the signing of a MOA between the three agencies that establish a framework for co-location in the secure RPNGC facility. Manning said Arrow will investigate suspicious financial transactions and gather evidence that will be used in court to freeze accounts, seize assets, and initiate restraining order applications. He added that legislation is in place to confiscate proceeds of crime, and Arrow has been established to make this happen. 296 Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary Police recruits will commence their first leg of training as the first batch following the successful opening of the training today at the National Centre of Excellence, Bomana. The training was officially opened by Deputy Commissioner of Police Administration, Dr. Philip Mitna, and witnessed by the Assistant Commissioner of Police for Training, Silva Sika.
43 women are among the 296 police recruits who are in the first batch to undergo the first leg of training at the National Centre of Excellence, Bomana. The recruits were selected in the Momase and Southern regions. At the launch today, Deputy Commissioner of Police Administration, Dr. Philip Mitna, said the training will run for 6 months.
6 of which 253 and more. The males, 43 female. You are selected on merit. The process is stringent. You came through the process. You've done the hard yards. You've gone through the medicals. Now the bonus is the top. Now I'm speaking to about 296. The executive management would like to see 296 graduate 6 months from now.
Dr. Mitna said effective self-discipline and good attitude are important attributes that must be implemented during the training. Therefore, it is incumbent on the recruits to implement these attributes during the training.
Two things entirely. It's your self-discipline and your attitude to training. That's all. Nothing less, nothing more. You can't rely entirely on the instructional staff to enforce discipline. These are the basic things that they're likely to subscribe to the next 6 months.
Assistant Commissioner of Police for Training Silva Sika challenged the recruits to commit time and effort and give their best to complete the training.
That you need to take up and seriously commit yourself and dedicate yourself to your training.
The second batch of trainees will begin training in the first quarter of 2026 once the recruitment process is completed. They are candidates who will come in from the Highlands and New Guinea Islands regions. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
You're watching TVWAN News. Financial inclusion still a big challenge, and Ahi Investment Limited Morbe's homegrown success. These stories and more when we come back.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
We've been traveling along this road together for over 50 years. Ella Motors acknowledges the visionaries and hard work that have been the driving strength to continued nation building. We live, prosper, sustainably grow with the community, whilst developing quality mobility chains, aspiring to be your first choice on every occasion. Ella Motors, celebrating with Papua New Guinea throughout our independence golden jubilee.
PNG's favorite soft drink now in bottles. GoSpot brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in PNG. Proudly GoSpot.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. One Talk Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
How would you describe your mother?
My mom is beautiful.
She is strong like Superwoman.
I love my mom because she always takes care of me.
My mom, she's so patient and loving. I feel she's always around.
Caring. She works so hard and always wants the best for me.
She's soft like her love.
My mom is everything, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
Softland, fragrance of a mother's love.
Well, this is one of the big dates on the football calendar, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here for it. And we've got the UEFA Super Cup on the way. It's Tottenham Hotspur, and they take on Paris Saint-Germain.
But they've been so effective when they've had it. The pace at which they go forward has been brilliant to watch, and it's been a key tactic so far.
Welcome back. When expressing his deep concern on the recent harassment of a young woman by a mob of male students at the PNG University of Technology, the Minister for Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Kinoka Feo, has directed the school council and administration investigate the incident, take corrective measures, and furnish a full report. He stressed that the university students are expected to exhibit a range of behaviors and attributes that demonstrate their level of intelligence, social and personal responsibility. Therefore, behaviors by any student or group of students that is unbecoming and lack of maturity of judgment and appreciation cannot be tolerated. Minister Feo added that any student or group of students who do not appreciate the privilege of attending a tertiary institution have no place there. Financial inclusion helps people improve their lives, support their families, and grow the economy. But in many developing countries like Papua New Guinea, it is still a big challenge. Millions of people around the world do not have access to basic financial services, and PNG continues to have the highest levels of financial exclusion in the Pacific Islands region.
PNG think tank National Research Institute has released a discussion paper number 220 titled Demand for Inclusive Financial Services, a study of women's microbank customers in Papua New Guinea. The study reports on a case study of women's microbank limited's customers, focusing on access, usage, and quality of financial services offered to them by WMBL. The study found that most WMBL customers think the services are outstanding. However, some want the bank to improve by offering micro-insurance services and introducing bank cards like other banks. The study suggested the following key recommendations to the government and WMBL to address the financial exclusion in the country. It is recommended that the government should learn from the experience of WMBL and other microfinance institutions to promote and improve financial inclusion in the country, establish appropriate regulations for MFIs to develop micro-insurance products to protect the income and businesses of informal and low-income customers who are currently excluded. It is also recommended that the Mama Bank continue to be innovative and expand the range of products and services to reach other excluded groups, and consistent with government regulations, create a micro-insurance product for informal and low-income customers to protect their businesses and income from loss or damage. The findings of the study would be useful to key government agencies, donor partners, and researchers interested in deepening financial inclusion and growing the SME sector. The findings would also benefit WMBL to improve and expand its services to reach most of the PNG's financially excluded population. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The Global Green Growth Institute Papua New Guinea and the International Organization for Migration, or IOM, officially signed a Memorandum of Understanding to strengthen collaboration on climate resilient development and community resilience in PNG. The MOU set out a shared vision and commitment to address the urgent and interconnected challenges of climate change and migration in one of the world's most climate vulnerable regions. This strategic partnership brings together GGGI's expertise in green growth with IOM's global leadership in human mobility. Key areas of collaboration include supporting national and local institutions to integrate climate resilience and mobility into development plans. The signing of the MOU reinforces both organizations' support for the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the Paris Climate Agreement, reaffirming their commitment to ensuring that no one is left behind in the face of climate challenges. Ahi Investment Limited was hailed as Morabe's homegrown success story during its 10th year anniversary corporate dinner. The event was hosted on Saturday, August the 2nd at the at the conference center of Ley International Hotel. Member for Ley and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso applauded the leadership and management of landowner company Ahi Investment Limited during a grand celebration of their 10th year anniversary on Saturday, August the 2nd at the Ley International Hotel. Rosso said a business can only flourish if the board, management and staff are transparent and committed to their goals.
It's not just a business, it is a celebration of a vision that has empowered people, uplifted communities and set a strong example for landowner-driven development in Morocco and Papua New Guinea. So big congratulations on its 10th anniversary to Ahi and the people behind it. This company on a shining example to a company, a landowner company that thrives above everything else. And it will remain for future generations forever and ever for our people.
Rosso drew attention to the establishment of Ahi Investment, which was born from the collective aspirations of the 6 villages of Butibam, Hengali, Kamkumung, Yanga, Wagang, and Yalu. Group Chairman George Guare reflected on the company's transformation, emphasizing that AIL rose from a vision to create a thriving business that would contribute to the economic development of its community and nation.
Over the past decade, we've achieved remarkable milestones, overcome challenges, and learned valuable lessons. We've grown from a small investment company to a business with a strong presence in Ley. Our success is attributed to the hard work and dedication of our team, the trust and support of our stakeholders, and the resilience and adaptability of our organization.
AIL's community contributions include the construction and refurbishment of police stations, health initiatives, and church projects across the 6 Ahi villages, totaling over 12 million kina over the past decade. And now a look at the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2408 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2333, $0.3556 Australian dollars, $0.1929 euro, and 34.24 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, cocoa, palm oil and crude oil closed higher, gold closed lower, copra and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. You're watching TV1 News. We'll be back with the day's stories from the region. Stay with us.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in Milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in Milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
Rohan, really messing with your game. Time to sweep him out of the room. Or maybe not.
Ding bang ding, ding ding bang, bam bam bang, ding bang ding, bam bam.
Curly, straight, soft, wavy, afro, short, long,
Healthy. Palmolive Naturals for naturally beautiful hair.
Its formula infused extracts like coconut oil, aloe vera and avocado to enhance your hair's natural beauty, giving you naturally beautiful hair that always looks gorgeous and smells great throughout the day. Palmolive Naturals.
Have a great hair day!
Rugby League is a powerful force that unites Papua New Guinea and develops our youth. Through partnerships with the PNG LNG Kumals, Grassroots Rugby League and Justin Olam, we aim to instill skills to last a lifetime.
I'm community blue. When it's on you welcome, I'm a community. You must all community.
When we invest in people, we invest in tomorrow's possibilities.
Long year 2024, 7 pla baby I born one time HIV. HIV I can go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama I get HIV, long time long karim baby, na time baby I susu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kiss him antenatal check. Time yumi pan him sick HIV ariap, or time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV I go long baby. This lutok sawe I come long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Thanks for staying with us. West Bank residents have welcomed the Australian government's plan to recognize the Palestinian state, but are calling for more countries to follow suit.
Word does travel fast when it comes to issues like this one, and here in Ramallah, about 15 kilometres from Jerusalem on the other side of Israel's wall between Israel and the West Bank, people are certainly aware that Australia has decided to recognise a Palestinian state. If they didn't know the news, they are certainly aware of the significance of such a decision, even if many believe it's long overdue.
It's amazing. I mean, we've seen something that we've never seen before, which is more countries are siding with us and seeing the injustice that's happening with our country and with the people of Gaza.
I see the Australian advancement, together with many other countries, France that was, to be honest, the first initiator in this direction. This is a good thing and will bring peace to the region and stability.
There is also a sense here that even though a country such as Australia has decided to recognise Palestinian statehood, that more needs to be done beyond that symbolic gesture at this stage.
Why does everything have to sort to war? Like, why is it always a violent action? Why can't we just come to an agreement?
Palestinians have been here for a long time. We are not waiting to be recognised. They recognise us from the outside. But if we are not given a state, then we have not benefited.
Even though the Albanese government has continued to say that it is not a big player in this region, the Palestinian Foreign Minister says this decision by the Albanese government cannot be understated. And Australia has, of course, demanded that the Palestinian Authority reform its operations, become more democratic so that it is reflective of the community here. That's something the Minister says is underway.
The reform is a Palestinian demand. Yes, there were conditions by various countries on reform, but as a start, it's a Palestinian demand. We want to become better in terms of how we govern our institutions, how we deal with our money, how we use best practices.
Something the symbolism of this decision by the Albanese government doesn't do is remove some of the barriers, the restrictions on everyday life here in the occupied West Bank. And we're about to experience one of them now, coming up to a checkpoint which is closed, not normally even open to the bulk of the Palestinian population. This is only restricting access to a different part of the West Bank. But we can't get through because it's the wrong time of day. And this is reality for the Palestinian population each and every day. Restrictions on movement affecting their everyday life.
The Joint Defence Facility at Pine Gap near Alice Springs, Australia, is the most secretive spy base in Australia, playing a critical role in signals intelligence gathering around the world. The project has always attracted protesters, but with opposition to Israel's conduct in Gaza rising, it now finds itself in an increasingly bright local spotlight.
It all kicked off near Pine Gap yesterday. Activists for Mbantwa for Palestine convinced intelligence gathered at the secret facility is being used by Israel to aid its attacks on Gaza. They've been meeting here since Hamas's attack on Israel in October 2023. And now, with the permission of traditional owners, they're just meters from the perimeter.
Today is significant because we are standing in solidarity today. You know, First Nations people, this base, Pine Gap, is on Narrandera country.
Alice Springs is far away from Gaza, but the feeling of solidarity is deeply held among the traditional owners. And the feeling is getting stronger on Arundel land.
I think I'm exhausted. As every day goes past and something else happens relating to Gaza, to the Strip.
The Australian Department of Defence told ABC it's unable to comment on operations at Pine Gap. But as the government moves to recognise a Palestinian state, the First Nations people of Central Australia also taking a stand.
Donald Trump has launched a federal takeover of law and order in Washington, D.C., despite crime rates being at a 30-year low.
Main streets of the capital making as much noise as they can against today's announcement from the president that he will order 800 National Guard into Washington DC. He will temporarily reassign 120 FBI agents and he will take federal control of the DC Metropolitan Police. Now he says this will liberate Washington DC from crime and he will move people experiencing homelessness out of the city. He says he's reclaiming the capital and will be a shining example for the United States. He used aggressive language intentionally. He wants this done swiftly. He claimed that there were people that were bloodthirsty criminals and gangs in the city, and he called people experiencing homelessness in encampments. He said that they were slums and he was going to move them off. While Washington DC does have issues with and challenges with crime, homelessness and other social inequalities, violent crime here is actually at a 30-year low, and the homicide rate dropped 32% last year, so there has been no crime spike here in Washington DC. As for people experiencing homelessness, he didn't say or go into details how or if the federal government would provide any assistance for them, but said that they would be moved away from the city and put in shelters far away. People here are angry. They say today's announcement was unwarranted. And the mayor of Washington, D.C. said it was unsettling and unprecedented, but acknowledged there's nothing the city can do because it's within the powers of the president. Here is what some protesters said earlier today.
He's destroying our democracy one by one. The Congress won't stand up to him. The courts won't stand up to him. So the American people have to stand up to him. And the only way to do it is to get out on the streets and protest.
He wants to take over the whole city. He wants to govern the city. Now, Congress has a certain amount of control over the city's funds, and he's not given them certain funds.
Now, the last time the president ordered the National Guards onto the street was in California in June in the LA protests. And while it was within his powers, it was against the wishes of the California governor. And today's announcement is another example of the president using all the levers he has to exert executive branch authority over cities like Washington, D.C.
Queensland Premier David Chrysopoulos says the Royal Queensland Show, the Ekka, won't be interrupted by construction at the showgrounds ahead of the Brisbane 2032 Games. The government won't say how much construction of a new athletes' village and arena will cost, nor how much social and affordable housing it will lead to.
It's showtime for the Royal Queensland Show.
We are firing the starter's gun on being ready for the Olympic and Paralympic Games.
The state government holding cabinet on site, announcing restoration of the heritage-listed John McDonald and Ernest Baines grandstands to begin when this year's Ekka wraps. while the Machinery Hill stand will be torn down after the 2026 show.
It's those regional competitors who come and use this main arena every year and have done so for the last 150 years. And this means that they can continue doing that for another 150 years.
The upgrades will deliver a 20,000-seat stadium for the Games, with the Bowen Hills site to house the Brisbane Athletes Village. How much of that will be dedicated to social and affordable homes following the event remains unknown, as well as the timeline for delivery.
We have to make sure it's a mix that financially stacks up to make it affordable to partner with the private sector to deliver this.
The cost of the upgrades is unclear, the government assuring it's contained in the $7.1 billion funding envelope. The RNA has conceded some compromises will need to be made, but says 2032 is the only year the Ekka won't be held here.
Oh, it's a bit of a shame. It'd be nice to open it up to the world, wouldn't it? Oh, that'd be very disappointing for everybody with the country people wanting to meet the city.
You've got to adapt sometimes, don't you? Seems like a long time away, but it's not really, is it?
One stand missing from this year's show was the free flu vaccination clinic, axed by the state government, which insists it's on the front foot.
We started the vaccinations and that rollout a few weeks earlier, and it's going to go a little longer. And right now cases are down by about 2%.
And that ends the news segments. Coming up in sports, Olam willing to back PNG NRL franchise, and PNG Open tees off with juniors tournament.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
Mr. Russell, memang bizim signature pemilih.
You survey yourself, you can put in one per complaint.
I'm not giving big player. Online by doctor. Nah, also one I'm supposed me on data sorry kissing.
You think him go through all Sam, you like putting this plus sexual harassment report on Mr. Russell.
Who said you making this black complaint?
Joining BCFW na all member blong ni plan na stand up strong against in workplace harassment.
Good challenge. Oh, Talaga, he's got it! Is eye-catching, running all the way. He's a superstar.
There have been lots of changes in the family.
I don't want there to be any bad blood, but there is.
Would you please stop?
No.
Welcome to Plathville. Starts Thursday 9:30 on TLC.
Toby Sexton dropped, but this doesn't pull apart their greatest strength.
This is the future. This is the way they want to go.
Why was Harry Grant the right man to take over?
I just thought it was the right thing to do. Obviously, his best position we think is fullback.
Queensland have done the unthinkable.
It was unbelievable emotion, and good on Cameron, very, very brave to get out there and play.
Thanks for staying with us. PNG Open 2025 commenced today with BSP Junior Pro-Am at the Port Moresby Golf Club. The tournament witnessed some exciting golfers at the course. The tournament concludes Sunday, August the 17th, with men and women's Open finals.
The PNG Open BSP Junior Pro-Am 2025 got off to a slow start today. Golfers, both national and international, turned up for this one-day event. The BSP Junior Pro-Am Golf Tournament is for young, aspiring golfers to team up with the professional golfers and compete. It was an opportunity for juniors to play alongside and learn from the professionals. This tournament was a lead-up event to the larger professional event, the PNG Open. Kinabank Senior Pro-Am and Badili Hardware Chip-Off will be hosted Wednesday, 13th August. The main event is this Saturday, 16th August. It too has drawn a lot of interest, both within Papua New Guinea and abroad. The Men's Open is expected to draw professional golfers, both abroad, especially New Zealand and Australia. Last year, Queenslander William Bryars won the PNG Open. It will be a first of its kind to run the Women's Open event. 15 teams will be participating. 9 are professional golfers from overseas and 6 are amateur in-country golfers. The PNG Open showed a lot of promise in the first day. Organizers are sure to deliver 5 days of great golfing. This tournament is amongst lead-up activities to the country's 50th independence anniversary. Rex Litter, TVWAN Sports.
Retired Papua New Guinea Rugby League international Justin Olam has expressed a willingness to take on a role in the anticipated Papua New Guinea National Rugby League franchise set to launch in 2028.
During his recent visit to his home country, retired Papua New Guinea Rugby League international Justin Olam indicated that while no formal offer on the table, he holds himself to high standards and aims for the new PNG RFL franchise operations aligned with his personal beliefs and values.
Oh, definitely. Like, I haven't been offered anything concrete at the moment, but you know, if I'm, like I said, I hold myself to a higher standard, and I want to see things, you know, done in a proper way. And if the values and the beliefs of, you know, the job is aligning with mine, then you know, I'm happy to be part of the PNG Rugby League and community and the greater NRL community as a whole to promote the game.
He emphasized the importance of having a voice in the ongoing development of rugby league, particularly with the intention of benefiting future generations in Papua New Guinea.
Well, that's all I've known, rugby league, apart from school, so that's probably my career path at the moment. But yeah, I will always have an opinion, and I will always, you know, like I said before, it's about doing what's right for the younger generation and for the people of Papua New Guinea, so nothing else apart from that.
Having recently retired due to medical concerns, Olam reflected positively on his decade career in rugby league.
It's been good. Been playing for almost 10 years, and yeah, it's been full on, but now we got plenty of free time, so we, you know, let the body heal, relax, stop, probably have to get a job soon. But yeah, it's good to retire, I guess. I made peace with it, so.
With Papua New Guinea preparing to celebrate its 50th Golden Jubilee in September, Olam paid tribute to the country's founding fathers, particularly the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare and Sir Julius Chan, for shaping the nation's path since gaining independence in 1975. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Kathy Niap, a trailblazer in female rugby league and recognized as Orchid #1, has praised the Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League for their forward-thinking vision and commitment to supporting women in rugby league.
As a dedicated coach and development officer, Central Dabaris women's coach Kathy Niap expresses her excitement about the introduction of the Santos Cup, the first national women's rugby league competition, which she sees as a significant milestone for women in the sport.
It's like a dream come true for all the girls who we've started playing rugby league. We've never thought that we would play in a competition that is equivalent to men playing. In saying that, we also respect our roles in our communities, our homes. And it's a big challenge or a big uplift from just attending our local club trainings to now being treated as professionals. And
reflecting on her experiences as the head coach of the Central Dabaris women's franchise, Niap noted that the adjustments the players are making to a more demanding training environment.
I coach the Dabaris too, and most of the girls, sometimes I feel that the girls are exhausted going 4 times a day or 3 times a day in a training, going to gym and going to field. It's a new environment that they are now being thrown at. So it's very challenging for the girls in saying that everyone wants an opportunity to be part of it.
Niap also took the opportunity to commend the PNG RFL's Community Rugby League program for its role in fostering a tangible pathway for young female athletes.
Community Rugby League is doing a great job at the bottom where they're upskilling the local clubs and the coaches and the trainers, so they're trying to bring them up to that level. So in that way, it plays already know the coaches give the trainings get ready the players to come up there where they experience the same level where training is at. So yeah, I commend on the Community Rugby League doing a great job at the bottom with the coaches and the trainers preparing the girls.
With a growing support for women's rugby league, Kathy Niap continues to inspire future generations and champion the cause for inclusivity in sports. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
In an exciting matchup on Saturday, Gordon's Kokofas had their work cut out for them against an equally determined opponent, but managed to secure a strong victory against the Skyroos. Kokofas showcased their determination and skill as they finished the match convincingly.
The highlight of Saturday's match was the tightly contested clash between the Geraka Bombers, ranked number 6, and West, ranked number 1. The teams were well matched in skill, with the game remaining evenly poised throughout the first half. However, it was in the third quarter that the Bombers began to assert their dominance, ultimately utilizing their speed on the flanks to create opportunities in the forward line. Key forwards Amwa Pirika and Mackenzie Kaman, affectionately known as Maido, delivered crucial goals, allowing Bombers to take a lead of 3 goals, 18 points into the final break. In a strategic shift, the Bombers focused on defense in the last quarter, successfully maintaining their lead and ultimately winning the match by 22 points. The final score: West 5 goals, 3 behinds, 33, Bombers 8 goals, 7 behinds, 55. In Sunday's fixture, the Dockers managed to fend off a spirited challenge from the Tigers, clinching a narrow victory by just 8 points. The final score: Dockers 5 goals, 5 behinds, 35, Tigers 5 goals, 3 behinds, 27. With this win, the Dockers emerged as the new leaders of the competition. The Gero Magpies claimed the second spot following a dominant display against a disappointing Koboni side, which featured some of their talented players from the Mosquitoes. The Magpies delivered an outstanding performance, winning by a significant margin of 52 points. The final score: Gero Magpies 9 goals, 10 behinds, 74, Koboni 3 goals, 4 behinds, 22. In the women's competition, Skyroos, West, and Bombers Girls all achieved convincing victories against their respective opponents, Koboni, Kokofas, and Dockers, demonstrating their superiority on the field. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The new Barramundis coach John Ovia, for the first time, leads the PNG men's national cricket team Barramundis to a tour in Jersey. The team departed Port Moresby yesterday for a 2-week tour in Europe.
Finished equally first in the last tour in Kenya in 2024, the PNG Barramundis yesterday embarked on a crucial tour matches in Jersey under the watch of new head coach John Ovia. Being a former Barramundi himself, Ovia understands the expectations from cricket fans in the country, but he expressed confidence he can deliver positive results. Before departing Port Moresby yesterday, Ovia said to lead a national team as head coach is a privilege that he is positive he will get the best out from the playing group. After retiring in 2009, he has been involved with Cricket PNG in various capacities, including being an assistant coach. Leading the team as head coach this tour is a first-time experience for him. Team captain Asad Vala said the team is committed to working with coach Ovia, given that they have worked together for a number of years. The PNG Barramundis will spend the next 2 weeks in Jersey, playing 5 matches before travelling to Australia for the World Cup qualifier later this year. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
New Zealand will host Super Rugby Pacific's Reborn Super Round for the first time in what will serve as a housewarming party for Christchurch's new stadium. The 5-game event from April the 24th to the 26th will feature traditional Anzac Day rivalries as the Crusaders christen the roofed 25,000-seat Te Kaha Stadium. The defending champion Crusaders will open proceedings on Friday night before annual Queensland Reds versus Blues and Hurricanes versus ACT Brumbies Anzac Day rivalry games on the Saturday. 2 games will be played on the Sunday with the full fixture, including which of the 11 Super Rugby Pacific teams won't play, still to be finalized. And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern, Port Moresby partly cloudy, Darrow partly cloudy with a shower or 2. Momase, late cloudy periods with heavy showers, rain and thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Buka, partly cloudy with possible few afternoon-evening showers. Highlands, Menditari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with possible rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough with southeast winds of 15 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots at times. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate with southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas light to moderate with east to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. And Pacific Ocean, seas light with east to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Darrow to Kiwai Island, to Kerama to Yule Island, to Port Moresby to Hood Point to Samurai Islands. And waters of Samurai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 1.5 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times. Waters of Finchefin through Vitias, Dampier Strait to Searcy Island to Long Island, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2 meters at times. Waters of East and West New Britain, sea 0.5 to 1.5 meters, reaching 2 meters along western parts of West New Britain. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by